Hello students, we are discussing about discharge of contract. So we have seen that a contract may be discharged in any of the following ways. We have already discussed discharge by performance, discharge by agreement in previous classes. So today we are going to talk about discharge of contract, that means the contract coming to an end due to operation of law. Discharge by operation of law. What does it mean by that? That means the contract will come to an end due to law. So how when the contract will come to an end? So in case of insolvency, merger, alteration, death. So these are the four ways, because of four reasons for which the contract will come to an end because of operation of law. Now, first point is insolvency. Now, who is an insolvent? So, insolvent is a person who is unable to pay his debts and dues. That person is called as insolvency. So, when any person is declared as insolvent by a court of competent jurisdiction, all his property will be taken by the official receiver or official liquidator. So, upon insolvency, the rights and liabilities of the insolvent are transferred to official liquidator or official receiver who is appointed by the court. So, all the contracts which he will enter into after being declared as insolvent, those contracts will be void, not enforceable by law, and all contracts will come to an end because of declaration of insolvency by that insolvency of that person. Second point is merger. Merger means what? When a contract with an inferior right give place to another contract with a superior right. The original contract which is of inferior right, it will be discharged, it will come to an end by its merger with the superior right. So whenever there is a contract with respect to some inferior right, and when that contract of inferior right is replaced by another contract of superior right, the original contract which is of inferior right, it will come to an end, and the contract with superior right will come into existence. Now we'll take an example of this so that the term will be clear to you. Example, A is a tenant in B's house. So A is a tenant. A purchases the house from B. So the tenancy is discharged by merger. So A had a right, before that he had a right of tenancy, and now that right of tenancy is converted into the right of ownership, because he has purchased that house in which he was a tenant. So he had a right which was of inferior type, inferior quality, that is inferior right of tenancy, and it is merged, it has become a right of superior right of ownership because of the merger. Because of that, what original inferior right of tenancy he had, it will come to an end. Alteration. Alteration means making the change. If an alteration in a written contract is made, and that is made without the consent of the other party, then it will lead to the discharge of contract. Condition is that alteration is with respect to a material part for the formation of a contract. Material part means some part which is very important for the formation of the contract. Conditions are that change is made without the consent of the other party, and that changes with respect to very important part for the formation of the contract. Then in that case the contract will be discharged, contract will come to an end. Say for example, there was contract between A and B. It was a written contract, and it was written like that A will sell 100 bags of rice to B for rupees 25,000. It was a written contract. Now in that, B made a change without any consent of A, and he added one zero before the sum 25,000. In this case, the change is made with respect to very material part of the contract, that is the amount of the contract or value which is to be paid in the contract. It is made without the consent of other party, without consent of A. In this case, that contract will be discharged, contract will come to an end. So if there is any minor change, there is no discharge of contract. Contract will not come to an end. But if the changes with respect to important part of the contract, law considers it a bad thing. It is bad in law to make such a changes. Therefore, alteration will lead to cancellation of contract. Contract will come to an end. Fourth point, how the contract will come to an end due to operation of law. Death. So if the contract requires personal skill of the promisor, so the performance of the contract requires personal skill of the promisor. Because of the death of the promisor, automatically the contract will be terminated. Contract will come to an end. In other cases, if the contract does not require performance of the contract does not require personal skill, then in that case all the rights and liabilities of the contract will devolve upon the legal representatives of the deceased. Deceased means the person who is a dead person who has died. So if in any contract the performance of the contract requires personal skill of the promisor, then automatically such contract will come to an end by death of that person. If the performance of contract does not require personal skill of that promisor who has died, in that case the rights and liabilities will devolve upon the legal representatives of the deceased. So legal representatives will be responsible for the performance of the contract if personal skill is not required. Example of it is, A promises to paint a picture for B for rupees 5,000. Before painting the picture, A dies. In that case, the contract will come to an end. Contract will be discharged as it involves personal skill of the promisor A who is no more. Therefore, the contract will come to an end due to the death of the promisor whose life is necessary, continued life is necessary for the performance of the promise. So these are the ways how the contract will be discharged due to operation of law. Thank you.